Hey there, I'm T. I recently went through a divorce and wanted to share my story. I hope it might help someone in a similar situation. Here's some background. My parents split when I was 7 because my dad was a Navy SEAL and was often away. My mom remarried a man named Paul, and I lived with them. Unfortunately, Paul was abusive and my mom knew but did nothing about it. She just ignored what was happening. My dad would visit sometimes and I'd spend weekends with him, but I was too scared to tell him about the abuse. I was very close to my dad. He made me feel important and loved. One time, when I was almost done with middle school, I went to the beach with my dad. He noticed bruises on my thighs and asked about them. At first, I tried to brush it off, saying I got hurt in PE, but he pressed me on it, and I finally told him the truth. Paul hit me, and my mom didn't do anything to stop it. My dad was furious and said I would stay with him from then on. He dealt with everything and got full custody of me. I moved in with him, and it was much better. When he was away for work, I stayed with my aunt nearby. My mom apologized and tried to reconcile at first, but eventually she cut me off. I wasn't as close to her as I was to my dad anyway. I went to medical school, became a cardiologist, and my dad and aunt were very proud of me. I'm not very outgoing, but I have a few close friends. As a doctor, I needed to be warm and approachable, so I worked on becoming more extroverted. To my surprise, I got pretty good at it. I met my husband, Justin, at a karaoke bar, which I wouldn't usually go to, but it was a friend's birthday. So we went to the karaoke bar. Justin happened to be there too, and he needed a partner for time of my life. Since I had mentioned to my friends that Justin was cute, they pushed me to join him. It turned out to be a really fun night. We exchanged numbers and kept getting to know each other. We started dating, and I introduced him to my dad after a while. My dad liked him right away because Justin had a naturally likable personality. He worked as a marketing assistant in the corporate world and gave me the love and care I had lacked before my dad stepped in. He was composed and well-rounded, and he expressed a desire to start a family. Just 1 year into our relationship, he took me back to the same karaoke bar where we first met and proposed. "I think it's time for us to start the family we've always talked about," he said. "What do you mean, babe?" I asked. "Tanya, there's something I've been wanting to ask you for a while now." "What is it, Justin?" "Well, when we first met at that karaoke bar, I had no idea I was meeting the love of my life. You have brought so much happiness and warmth into my life, and I can't imagine spending it with anyone else. T, will you marry me?" "Oh, baby, yes." I'll be honest, while some people might find it perfectly okay to get married within a year, for me and the emotional walls I had built over time, it felt a bit early. I said yes at the moment but had many thoughts about it afterward. I loved Justin deeply, but I was afraid that if I asked for more time, he might consider ending our relationship, so I decided to go along with it. We had a very private wedding ceremony. I invited my mother, but she didn't show up, which was somewhat disappointing because, after all, she was my mother. However, my dad was there, and I was immensely grateful for his presence. He walked me down the aisle, and I was officially married to Justin. A year into our marriage, we were blessed with a beautiful baby girl. I remember after my delivery, the room was filled with balloons and flowers as everyone came to visit, my dad, Justin, and his parents. As a new mother, I decided to take some time off work to be with my daughter. That early time with Amanda was incredible, and I still cherish every moment of her babyhood. There's truly nothing as beautiful as bringing a child into this world. It is a testament to the wonders of life. Justin was working during this time, but eventually, I had to return to my job. Justin was something else when it came to being a dad. He was super playful and gentle with our daughter. He would even let her put makeup on his face. He was a real sweetheart as a dad. But here's the thing. With both of us having to go back to work, we decided to hire a nanny to look after Amanda. She was a little bundle of energy, and we wanted her to have the best care while we were away. After some time, I got pregnant again, and then came the big surprise. The doctor revealed that I was not just expecting one more addition to our family, we were having twins. It wasn't exactly what we had planned for, but it sure brought a lot of joy into our lives. Little did we know that with the arrival of our children, the dynamics of our marriage were about to shift. Justin wasn't thrilled that I earned more than him. He didn't openly discuss it with me, but I sensed his feelings when our friends Carrie and Dylan came over for dinner during my 3rd trimester. "So, how are you guys feeling about the babies on the way?" Carrie asked. "Oh, we are excited, a little nervous, but mostly excited," I replied. "Speaking of babies, have you guys thought about names yet?" Dylan chimed in. "Yes, we've been brainstorming. We want something unique but not too out there, you know? I said. Any favorites so far? Kara asked. We've been tossing around a few ideas, but we haven't settled on anything yet, Justin added. How about family names? Those can be really meaningful, Dylan suggested. Absolutely. We've been researching strollers that can accommodate multiple babies. It's been overwhelming, but we'll figure it out, Justin said. It's amazing how much stuff you need for 2 babies, right? Carrie said. Tell me about it. Our checklist keeps getting longer, Justin replied. Tanya, do you miss being at work? Kara asked. A bit. Being a doctor is tough, but when you treat people and help them, it feels so good to see their smiles, I said. Wow, a corporate worker and a doctor. Do you even manage to find time to make all these babies? Dylan joked. Come on, Justin. I'm pretty sure your wife must be the money bag in the house, you know. Dylan said. Well, you know how it is, Dylan. I actually earn more than Tanya, Justin said with a smile. Let's bring out the dessert, I quickly interjected. I could not believe what Justin had said. Why would he lie about something like that? After Dylan and Carrie left while we were doing the dishes, I finally decided to talk to him about it. Justin, can we talk for a moment? I asked. So, what's on your mind? Justin asked. You said you earn more than me, but that's not true, is it? I replied. No, it's not true, Justin admitted. Why on earth would you lie about something like that? I don't know, I guess I was just embarrassed. It felt awkward. Embarrassed. I had no idea this was such a sensitive topic for you. I am not sensitive, I'm a man, and I should be the one in charge. You've never complained about it before. What has got you so worked up now? I just don't want people to think I'm some kind of loser, okay? Justin, if it works for us, it works for us. Who cares what other people think? Yeah, whatever. Justin's response left me feeling uncomfortable. It came across as somewhat misogynistic. What was the problem if our arrangement worked for us? I never had an issue with having a husband who contributed less financially. After all, money is not what keeps a family together. At that point, I had a lot on my plate, so I did not dwell on it too much. 2 months later, the big day finally arrived. My pregnancy had been complicated, but eventually, I gave birth to twin baby boys. I held my precious little boys, Abby and Leon, with both hands in the hospital bed. Our family feels complete, baby. You've made me the happiest man alive. I love you, Justin said. It was not all me, babe. Amanda, look at your baby brothers. Aren't they so cute? Baby brothers, Amanda exclaimed. Yes, sweetheart. Do you want to sit next to Mom? Yes. Say hello to your baby brothers, Amanda. Hi, Amanda said, giggling. At that moment, I felt an overwhelming contentment with my life. I dreamed of being the best mom to all my kids, something I had never gotten from my mother. My deepest desire was to provide them with everything they wished for and shield them from all the bad things in the world. Soon, I took the babies home, and we had the whole nursery set up for them. Justin and I both took some time off work. While Justin eventually returned to the office, I didn't, and things got really tough at home. Juggling the care of the babies and Amanda, we were in a tight spot financially and things weren't exactly rosy. I had a strong desire to give my family the best of everything, and I had the means to do so, but we also needed a parent at home to take care of the kids. It was a challenging situation, and we needed to find a way to make it work. The issue was the significant income gap between us. Justin brought in only $30,000 a year, while I earned $150,000 a year. From my perspective, it made sense for me to continue working. I had a good career in a well-paying job with the potential for salary growth. I thought I would talk things out with Justin, and he would understand my viewpoint, but things did not go my way. We had just had dinner, and Justin and I were in the twins' room to check up on them. 3 kids. We always planned for 2, but I'm not complaining. They're so cute, Justin said. Yeah, they are. Well, I want to talk to you about something, I replied. Sure, what's on your mind? We need to secure all our kids' futures, you know? I might be thinking too far ahead, but we can provide them with better opportunities. We can even help them with their college if they need it. You're right. If I continue with my job, we can save more, and if I work for a few more years, I'll likely get a raise. That would be amazing, but who will stay with the kids at home while we are working? What if you quit working and stay home to take care of the kids? What? Are you kidding me? No, you get along with them so well. What I mean is, I'm the man of the house. Just because you have a higher paying job does not make you the decision maker. Justin, are you kidding me? Can't you see we would have a better life if I went to work instead? Seriously, is your ego that fragile that taking care of the kids makes you think you're less of a man? Justin looked really furious, something I had never expected. He raised his hand and slapped me across the face. How dare you say that to me? You're trying to be the boss, aren't you? Just stay within your limits, do what you're asked to do, and more importantly, listen to me. Justin left the room, leaving me standing there in shock. It brought back memories of Paul. I was utterly stunned. How could my husband, the father of my children, someone I thought was the love of my life, do this to me? I am not suggesting all men are the same, but some are incredibly insecure about their masculinity, and I was devastated to realize Justin was one of them. I felt a mix of anger, sadness, and most of all, fear. I was scared to be around Justin, unsure of what he might do if I made another wrong move. That night, I could not sleep. I spent it on the couch, contemplating my options. I knew I needed to get out of this marriage, not just for my sake, but for the kids as well. I had been through a similar situation when I was young with my mom's husband, Paul. My dad had taught me well after that, showing me how a real man should treat women. Then one of the twins started crying on the baby monitor, and it hit me. We had the baby monitor in the twins' room, and it must have recorded everything that had happened. I had solid proof. The first thing I did was extract the footage, and I got what I needed. Then an idea began to form in my mind. I waited until morning, making sure Justin and the kids were still asleep. Then I made a call to my dad. Good morning, Bunny. Hey, Dad, you're calling me so early today. Is everything all right? No, Dad. Something happened last night. I need help. Are you safe, honey? What happened? Yes, for now. Well, last night Justin and I argued, and things got out of hand. He slapped me. What? How dare he? Why did you wait all night to call me? I did not know what to do, Dad. Sweetheart, remember what I have always said. I'm here for you whenever you need me. I mean it. Well, Dad, the thing is, all of this happened while we were in the twins' room, and it got recorded on the baby monitor. Bingo. We have proof. We're going to get that bastard. I know some people in law enforcement. Honey, stay put. Where is Justin right now? He's still sleeping. Why don't you send me that video and get the kids? I'm coming. I woke up Amanda and gathered the twins, hastily packing a bag for them. I forwarded the recording to my dad, and anxiously I waited in the living room. Just 15 minutes after the phone call, there was aggressive knocking on the door. As I approached the door, I could hear Justin coming down the stairs. Who's at the door and why are the babies here? What's going on? Open the door. It's the police. The police? Who called them here? Justin rushed down the stairs, and as he did, I opened the door. The first person to enter the house was my dad, and he hugged me tightly. Thank God, honey. You were safe. I'm so sorry. Thanks for being here, Dad. You're under arrest for assaulting your wife. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be provided for you. Is this about last night? You got this all wrong. It was just a big misunderstanding. The police officer handcuffed him. Get these things off me. I said, oh, you're going to pay for this. I promise you. I will break your jaw if you ever speak to my daughter like that again. Consider yourself lucky that I did not handle this myself. Take him, officer. My dad drove me and the kids to his place. Both Justin and I hired attorneys, and there was a lot of courtroom drama. Surprisingly, his criminal record included a bar fight where the other person ended up hospitalized for a month. I had no idea of this. As a result, Justin was sentenced to 3 months in jail. I sent him the divorce papers, and not only did I gain custody of my children, but Justin also did not receive any visitation rights. I had a lot to figure out, but my dad offered me a solution. You know I am a retired man. If you'd like, we can take care of the kids here until you have something else going on for you. No pressure. Dad, that would mean a lot to me while I figure things out. Furthermore, I've met someone named Kathy. She brings me a lot of joy. Would you mind if she moved in here too? I had already asked her before all this happened, and I was going to inform you. No, Dad, I'm more than pleased. I'm glad you found someone. You can return to work, and Kathy and I will look after the kids. Sounds perfect, Dad. It has been 6 months since we moved into my dad's house, and a lot has transpired during that time. Justin was released from jail but did not attempt to contact me. I got back to work. I moved in and met Kathy. She possesses wisdom and experience, and she's very affectionate. Surprisingly, she also provides me with motherly advice, and it feels like she fills a void. All my kids are healthy, and Amanda has started preschool. Honestly, I believe I might need more time to fully recover from everything. However, on the bright side, I'm grateful for everything I have. For now, I'm just concentrating on my work and my kids. It may take time to heal and grow, but surrounded by the love of my family, I know I will find my way.